Welcome to the 22 Lions Podcast, your daily blueprint for writing, publishing, and profiting from books. Today, we dive into Polish for Profit, a 5-step AI-integrated editing system to turn drafts into buyable books. If you finished a draft and sales aren't following, this episode is for you.
Here's the promise. 5 repeatable editing steps. Macro structural edits, AI-assisted line edits with guardrails, proofing and KDT ACX-ready formatting, short ARC conversion tests, and audiobook prep that together move a draft from good enough to a product that converts. Follow this in order, and you'll protect your voice while increasing discoverability and sales. Why does editing move the revenue needle? Because structural clarity reduces churn. Readers finish and buy more. Clean prose improves page reads and reviews, and high-quality audio prevents returns and bad ACX reviews. Amazon systems reward books that keep readers engaged. Every fix you make increases the chance of conversion.
Let's break this down. Structure matters more than fancy sentences. If your book's promise, audience, or pacing is off, no line edit will save it. Start big, then refine. Start with one clear promise per book. That's the lens for every edit.
Section 1. Steps 1 and 2. Macro structural edit, then AI-assisted line and copy edits. Step 1. Macro structural edit. Identify the book's promise and your core reader in one sentence. Map chapters to that promise. Ask which chapters deliver and which distract. Spend 20 minutes doing a chapter map. List each chapter and answer 2 questions. What does it deliver, and is it essential to the promise? Cut or combine chapters that fail the test.
Practical guardrail, label chapters as core, optional, or remove. If you have more than 3 core chapters that deliver direct outcomes, double check your promise. You may be solving too many problems at once. 1 sentence rule. Each chapter should be explainable in 1 sentence tied to your promise.
Step 2. AI-assisted line and copy edit. Use AI to catch readability issues, repetitive phrasing, and tone drift, but never as the final voice. Use prompts that preserve voice and always run an author review pass. Example guardrail prompt. Edit for clarity and flow while preserving author voice. Do not change examples or remove anecdotes. Suggest 2 alternative phrasings. Keep original voice intact. Then run a batch on 1 chapter. Compare outputs and choose the version that sounds most like you.
Here are 2 usable AI prompts you can say as is. 1. Line edit this chapter for clarity and active voice. Preserve the author's voice and examples. Mark any suggested cuts with less than COT greater than tags. 2. List repetitive phrases and suggest synonyms. Highlight tone shifts and give 1 short rewrite that keeps the same voice. Use the first prompt for copy edit, the second for pattern detection.
Section 2. Steps 3 and 4. Proofing, formatting, and metadata. Then ARC testing for conversion signals. Step 3. Proofing and formatting checklist. Run a punctuation and spacing pass, then export clean files for KDP and ACX. For KDP, use a final DOCX with consistent chapter styles and a linked table of contents. For ACX, provide a separate narration guide and a plain text pronunciation list. Metadata ready first/last pages mean your book's title, subtitle, author name, and short blurb are consistent across files. Mismatches cause listing delays.
Quick proofing checklist, you can make a template. 1. Punctuation and dash consistency. 2. Single space after periods. 3. Consistent chapter heading styles. 4. Embedded images checked at print DPI. 5. Front and back matter order checked. These 5 items prevent common KDP and BOD rejections.
Step 4. Beta readers, ARCs, and conversion testing. Run a small ARC test focused on conversion questions. Did the book deliver the promised outcome? Was the pacing right? Would you recommend this book to a friend like you? Give readers 3 high-impact questions and a simple rating scale: actionability, clarity, and recommendation likelihood. Prioritize fixes that improve recommendation likelihood. That's your best predictor of sales.
Ask beta readers 2 conversion-focused tasks. 1. Highlight any section they skimmed or skipped. 2. Copy 1 sentence from the book that would make them click, buy, and tell you why. Those responses reveal friction and highlight your best marketing copy.
Section 3. Step 5. Case study and your 10-minute action. Step 5. Audiobook prep and narrator notes. Create a narration guide with tone, pacing, and pronunciation list for proper nouns and acronyms. Provide example lines with intended delivery. Is this calm and measured, excited, or urgent? Also mark where you want pauses or emphasis. Include a short do not change list for key phrases so marketing copy stays consistent.
Narrator note example. When reading chapter 3, slow slightly at each numbered step and emphasize the outcome phrase. Pronunciation list Acme Corp. Say AC Me Corp, not Acme. If a narrator struggles with a name, flag it early for a dry run. A 10-minute dry run with your chosen narrator prevents costly re-records on ACX.
Real example. A 12,000-word nonfiction draft. Messy structure, repetitive phrasing, and a rushed audiobook script moved through these 5 steps. After the macro cut and AI-assisted line edits, the manuscript tightened from 12 chapters to 8 core chapters. ARC feedback highlighted 1 pivot in chapter 2 that improved the book's promise. Metadata fixes and a better narrator prep reduced returns, and within 6 weeks, the KDP listing saw a 40
Immediate 10-minute action you can do now. Open one chapter and do a focused chapter map plus AI line check. Minute 0 to 2, write the 1-sentence promise and label the chapter Core, Optional, Remove. Minutes 3 to 7, run a short AI prompt to highlight repetitive phrases and offer 2 alternative sentences. Minutes 8 to 10, pick 1 suggested change and read it aloud. If it sounds like you, keep it. If not, revise. That single 10-minute pass will reveal whether the chapter serves your promise.
Here's the lion's truth. Editing is where manuscripts become products. Use the steps in order: macro first, then micro, and use AI as an assistant, not a replacement. If you want help implementing this system, we're set up to run the workflow for you or coach you through it. Build the empire, 1 book at a time.
That's your step-by-step system for today. Apply it and watch your author business grow. Publish like a pro. Profit like a lion.